Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Beauty Brief, your go-to podcast for all things makeup and beauty. I'm your host, MaddiePeed, and let's get into it. Okay, you know the drill. Starting out first with latest beauty launches smash or pass, where we go through all of the new beauty launches which have been announced or teased or leaked for that matter, and I will tell you whether I think that they're worth a smash or a pass. Okay, starting out first with a fragrance which is so nostalgic. Please tell me you remember the Be Delicious by dkny. Well, now you have an alternative. Phlur is launching this new Mrs. Smith body mist. The top notes are Granny Smith apple, pear, and watermelon, so it is most definitely giving dkny Be Delicious vibes. So if that was your jam, this is also going to be your jam. I was personally one of those people who bought the Be Delicious dkny thinking I'd love it, and I didn't love it. I know, I'm sorry. Either way, this is $25 for 3 ounces or $38 for 8 ounces. Phlur isn't a brand I've really dived deep into, so every new launch I'm always like, please tell me if you think it's worth it. So again, please tell me in the comments below if you think Phlur fragrances are good, if they're worth it. This body mist isn't one I'm initially gravitated towards because, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of the whole dkny Be Delicious fragrance to begin with, so the likelihood of me actually liking this body mist is slim, so for that reason, it's a pass. Moving on to some new powder blushes from YSL. They are bringing out 3 new shades. Now, one thing about YSL is that they will always come through with the packaging. In my last episode, I was talking about the new Armani Beauty skin tints. I wasn't super impressed with the packaging, and I was saying that with luxury beauty brands, we always expect better packaging. Yes, I know packaging isn't all that matters, but with luxury beauty products, that's a lot of what you're paying for. Is the packaging, is the experience, is the whole branding and feel of the company. So since we're paying the luxury price tag, we expect the luxury packaging experience, and the YSL packaging for the most part always delivers. Now, the 3 shades which they are launching are Chili Crush, Mischievous Magenta, and Hot Mauve. The 3 shades are all super beautiful. That hot mauvey shade is like the perfect like no blush shade. It's more on the nude side than like a true mauvey shade, which I actually really prefer. It's beautiful. Then the bright magenta shade is like bright magenta. It looks absolutely beautiful. And then the Chili Crush shade is this like beautiful pop of like an orangey red shade. It's stunning. The description of this formula says a little blush and a little clutch, which is literally the perfect description for the packaging. The packaging genuinely looks like a clutch. It says a long-lasting velvety soft blush that provides buildable color and a subtle diffused flush or for a full glam look. Each blush is $45. Oof. I was looking at these 3 shades being like, I definitely need to get my hands on them. And then I saw the price tag and I was like, no, Maddie, no, you don't need more blushes. So I do think they are super beautiful, but I'm blushed out. It's a pass. Okay, we have a new formula of the multi-use blush stick from NARS. Yay. I don't know what to say about this one. The description says, new for the cheeks, lips, new formula multi-purpose stick from NARS, monochrome minimalist, one swipe high color payoff, transformative cream to powder texture, soft focus blurred finish, up to 16-hour wear on cheeks in 12 vibrant versatile shades. Okay. I'm happy they've come out with a new formula, so that's good. Although I did like the original formula. I didn't even realize it was discontinued. I don't really pay a lot of attention to NARS anymore. That sounds really bad, but they just kind of fell off my radar. And yeah, I'm not trying to like discredit NARS. I'm not trying to like really bash this product. I think what it really is just like boredom and exhaustion. You know what I mean? I feel like the timing of reformulating this and relaunching it is quite poor because of the fact that we have had blush products and multi-purpose blush sticks like shoved in our faces for the last couple of years in the beauty world. So for NARS to launch this now, as beauty consumers, we're all just like, stop, no, So like I said, I'm not taking away from like the actual performance of this product, how amazing it could be. I just think the timing of how exhausted and fatigued we are is poor, like I said. That being said though, I think there's some beautiful shades in here I would love to try. I would love to get my hands on Dolce Vita because I love Dolce Vita. I've always loved Dolce Vita. Orgasm Crave looks really beautiful. You can't go wrong with Bad Habit. Hot Take looks stunning. Like the shades look really beautiful. I'm intrigued about the formula. Am I rushing to try it? No, it's a pass. Okay, another one we're a little fatigued by. We have new shades of the Rhode Peptide Lip Tint. Yeah. yeah. Oh my God. Can I get a oh yeah? Literally every week I'm talking about rhode. I'm not even being over dramatic here. Last week we were talking about the summer collection. Then the week before that we were talking about the tease of the Lemon-tini lip tint. That being said though, these 4 new shades do look really beautiful. So it says a nourishing formula hydrates and replenishes lips while leaving a glossy high shine finish. We obviously know that. Same nourishing gloss now with a lasting smooth texture. They really had to put their smooth in there because obviously we all know by now that the rhode lip tint is known for being chunky. Chunky, looking for some girls with the big old hoops. Okay, what I'm confused about by this is that rhode announced that they were reformulating their lip tints and all of their lip products. That's what the whole Lemon-tini thing was about, was the new formula and kind of like the teaser of the new formula, and then they were going to be reformulating everything and launching that mid-August. Now, maybe what the difference was is the Lemon-tini lip treatment was not the lip tint. These 4 new shades are the lip tint formula, so maybe they're just reformulating the lip treatment first. From my understanding, the lip tint's also chunky. Mine aren't chunky yet. My lip treatments though definitely are. They weren't at first and then all of a sudden they turned chunky. So honestly, I don't know. It's a confusing world trying to navigate this like chunky rhode lip saga. Anyways, if they are reformulating everything, the lip tints and the lip treatments, I'm a little confused why they're launching 4 new shades to then reformulate it. That's a little bit confusing, but from my understanding, both the lip tint and the lip treatment are chunky. These do look really beautiful. Like I said, 4 new shades seem to be a shimmery finish. There appears to be like a sparkly cream color, a sparkly nude color, a sparkly brown color, and then a sparkly like cherry pink shade. Am I rushing to buy rhode peptide lip products at the moment? Not really. I do want to get the Lemon-tini one just to see what the new formula is like, but with this lip tint situation, I'm confused. Are you reformulating these? Are you not reformulating these? I have so many questions. I'm confused. All I know is we're talking about rhode every week. But am I rushing to buy these new shades? No, it's a pass. Okay, this new shade of the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb looks absolutely stunning. Mind you, this picture that was teased on Trend Mood has its flash on. So sometimes I think obviously a highlighter is going to look good if you're blinding it with your iPhone flash. You know, it's like you got to kind of take it with a grain of salt. Either way, I initially fell for this. I was like, wow, that's stunning. So the new shade is called Lavender Lover. Lover spelled LUV''R, in case you cared. Either way, it looks so beautiful. It's this like icy lavender shade. Oh my God. It says a one-of-a-kind diamond dusted highlighter that applies like a 3D glittering veil, delivering pure show-stopping sparkle all over the face and body. It is $43. $43. Do I need this? No. Do I want it? Yes. It's a smash. Okay, moving on to the new Dior Fall 2025 collection. Now, I saw this and was beyond confused because I swear to God, like 3 weeks ago, we were just talking about the new 2025 Fall collection, which looks like this. It was the one where it was like the 3 mini collections in one collection. There was like pink, nude, and then black. So we already covered that. And then I saw this picture on Trend Mood and I was like, what? So I don't know completely, so don't quote me on this, but from my investigation, I'm assuming that this is the collection for Asia only. And the collection that we were looking at a few weeks back was the North America collection. Europe, question mark? I don't know. So take that with a grain of salt, please. But this looks beautiful. I'm like, I kind of want this one. Can I have this one? So they're launching a 5-shade eyeshadow palette and it is called Daring Lilac. And the focal shade in this palette is a lilac shade and it's so beautiful. Also, these lippies look so freaking beautiful. The packaging is a 10 out of 10. The formula says to be a vibrant color, smooth texture, shine finish, lightweight, and long wear. They are the Rouge Dior Slim lipsticks, which I've literally never heard of. It says to be a vibrant color, smooth texture, shine finish, lightweight, and long wear. Slim packaging, which yes, it's slim packaging and it's stunning. They have 9 rich colors from nudes to brick reds. So yeah, it looks super beautiful. I'm like, I want to try that formula as well. Can we just get this collection? I want this one. The eyeshadow palette is calling my name. I would love to get my hands on it. So for that reason, it's a smash. Also so intrigued about the lipstick formula. So if you've tried it, please let me know in the comments. Okay, next up, we have this multitasking eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. So Urban Decay put out this post on Instagram, pretty much just like slandering the beauty world and how boring it is, which I was like, hell yes. I literally commented, unapologetic Urban Decay, that is why we love you. The post was this series of tweets. One of them said, the boring copy and paste glam gentrification of makeup absolutely destroys me every time I'm reminded of it. This is what they took away from you. And the pictures are 3 different Urban Decay products. But either way, it was just like a series of posts from them where they were like, the makeup world is so boring. Oh my God, what happened? And I was like, oh my God, they are brewing up something amazing. Then, my God, I saw this teased on Trend Mood and I just sat there with my jaw on the floor for a few minutes and was like, this is it? This is what you gave us? Now, before I get into it, I do think that these are really, really beautiful. These two new all-in-one eyeshadow palettes, one of them is cool tone, one of them is warm toned. I appreciate the cool tone palette. I also appreciate the warm tone palette, but obviously the beauty world always kind of leans more towards warm tones. So we're missing some cool tones. I appreciate that they have brought this out. It says all-in-one eyeshadow palettes were developed with makeup artists and designed to shape, shade, define, sculpt, and highlight. Experience a cream matte shimmer and glimmer topper eyeshadows and deliver a full face application. Up to 16 wear, crease resistant, fade resistant, transfer resistant, vegan, cruelty free. $56 each. So I appreciate that it was developed with makeup artists in mind. They're also marketing it to be an all-in-one palette, not just eyeshadow palette. So you can use it for bronzer around the face, contour, highlighter, whatever you may need. It is not just marketed towards eyeshadows, which I mean, when you look at any eyeshadow palette, you could literally use it all over your face. Like, who cares? It's not like it's just formulated for your eyes. It's just one of those things where in the beauty world, we're like, okay, this is my contour product. Okay, this is my bronzer product. Okay, this is my eyeshadow palette. But at the end of the day, makeup is makeup. It is so much more versatile than what we've been like marketed to be given. You know what I mean? Either way, like I said, I think that these palettes are really, really beautiful. Looking at the cool toned one, I'm like, okay, I definitely want to get my hands on this one. I think it's super cool. It's very different. It's shaped very differently to like a traditional eyeshadow palette. I think it's cool. I think there's some amazing parts to this palette. However, do I think it completely reflects the Instagram posts and kind of the marketing which they were gearing up to do? No, I think they were getting a lot of makeup lovers really, really excited for like something really bold and unapologetic, which is the Urban Decay, which we all know and love. So to see these basic neutral eyeshadow palettes, I think the entire beauty world was like, sorry, what? So I'm very curious what you think. Like I said, once I really looked at the product, I was like, okay, it's actually really beautiful. Like I said, I definitely want to get my hands on the cool tone palette for sure. So the initial hype, it would be a pass. But once I really look at this, it's beautiful. It's a smash. Okay, moving on to a really, really beautiful and really on brand collection for NYX Cosmetics. They are collaborating with Netflix for a Wednesday collection. 10 out of 10. I'm not even a Wednesday fan, but I looked at this and I was like, genius. Yes. If I had to guess, this is probably launching around Halloween. Now the packaging and the branding of this is really, really beautiful. And there's kind of a good array of products for you to get your hands on. Like if you're not a huge beauty lover, but you're a Wednesday fan, there's some products in here which you would want to get your hands on. So there's a stained glass blush palette and then there's a stained glass contour palette. Stunning, beautiful. I would definitely want to get my hands on the blush palette particularly because you know I love a blush. There's also the Nevermore Academy eyeshadow palette. It's cute. There's 8 shades total. The bottom half is more of a neutral side and then the top half you have a frosty white shade, you have a purple shade, a pink shade, and then you have what appears to be a matte black shade. There's also 3 color shifting lip oils and it's so cute. The top of it is purple and it has a little hand at the top. So freaking cute. Such a good little touch. You also have this Cello Vivid Matte Purple Liquid Eyeliner. Stunning, so beautiful. And then there's also a phone umbrella. So I assume it's like a phone case and then it has the umbrella on top. I was a little confused by that, I'll be completely honest. Either way, it's really cute. The whole collection, the whole vault is $90. I don't have the prices here for each individual product. I think it's super, super beautiful. I would definitely want to get my hands on a couple of the different products. I think it's a smash. Okay, moving on to a collection I'm not as impressed by. You have the Fall 2025 Hermès collection. I have never tried the Hermès beauty products. I don't even have the prices here, but I can tell you that they are wildly overpriced. I said what I said. This is really a luxury beauty brand where I feel like you are literally paying 90% for the branding. I will say the packaging is really, really beautiful. It really caught my eye. It's this like geometric kind of packaging. It's really eye-catching. It says specifically geometric, poetic, elegant packaging. I don't know if I'd say elegant. It's just cool. Like it's just geometric and cool. Either way, there's 3 different lipsticks, which that lipstick tube, I was like, ooh, it's so pretty. There's an eyeshadow palette and 3 nail polishes. Now, I don't know what it is with like luxury makeup brands always coming out with nail polishes. Chanel, Dior. Every collection like includes a nail polish. I mean, I guess, whatever, sure. Do I think the packaging is cute? Yes. Would I get to the counter, see the price, and immediately walk away? Also, yes. So it's a pass. Okay, guys, moving into our next segment, which is Overhyped or Just Right, where we go through popular viral beauty products, and I will tell you personally if I think that they're overhyped or just right. Starting out first with the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. Now, if you are an OG MaddiePeed viewer, you know my thoughts on this. And the thought is, Overhyped. I don't. It seems like it's going to be great. Every time I go to use it, I'm like, this looks so stunning. It looks so pigmented. This product has been an emotional roller coaster for me because one time I'll use it and it's beautiful. I'm like, okay, Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. And then the next time I go to use it, it's like sitting in my pores. It's not blending out properly. It's so blotchy on the skin. So you know what? I don't need to be riding an emotional roller coaster every time I go to do my blush, which is one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup. I want consistency. I want to fall back on a product and know that they will be there to catch me every single goddamn time. So Selena with the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush, it's overhyped. Moving on to such a nostalgic product, we have the Lancome Juicy Tubes. This product is just right, even in 2025, which is unbelievable. I feel like it's so rare to try a nostalgic product again and actually love it just as much, if not more, than you used to. A lot of the time, it doesn't live up to what we remember. Like, the formulas of makeup has evolved so much, so it makes sense when trying nostalgic products from the past, they just aren't as good. It's kind of what we expect. But when I tried the Lancome Juicy Tubes again, I was blown away. They're so beautiful as like a pop of color, but even as like an actual lip treatment, I was shocked. Trust me, if you've been wanting to try the Lancome Juicy Tubes for nostalgic reasons, I encourage you to give it a go. Okay, next up, we have the Patrick Ta Major Sculpt Contour and Bronzer Duo. Now, this product is really, really beautiful and very, very easy to use. However, myself and I feel like the beauty world is starting to figure out that the Patrick Ta duos are just not practical. You run out of one side quicker than the other side, so you want to repurchase what you've ran out of, but you have a whole product which you haven't even really dug into. For me, with the Contour Bronzer Duo, I was running out of the contour so much quicker than the actual bronzer. So don't get me wrong, I love the product, I love the formula, but once I went to go repurchase, I was like, well, I literally have barely made a dent into the pressed bronzer side. I feel like Patrick Ta needed to find some sort of a solution to this, because he obviously had his foundation duos, which was also beautiful, his blush duos, and then the contour bronzer duo, also really, really beautiful. But he needed to find a solution to make it refillable so you could purchase only one individual side, but he just never did. And that's kind of one thing about the Patrick Ta makeup line, which is a bit of a downfall. Their products just kind of like keep doing the same thing with like no progression, no solutions. Y'all are overhyped. Let's keep it real. Moving on to the Tatcha water cream. Now, this formula is so good, especially if you struggle with any sort of oily or combination skin and really struggle finding a good moisturizer that's not going to break you out, make you more oily. This is a product for you. It is so good. It is just right. The one thing about it is the price tag. It is so expensive. Every time I try a Tatcha product and I end up loving it, I'm like, God damn it. Why? Either way, if your budget allows for this product, I would recommend it through and through. Okay, moving on to the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I have openly talked about how overhyped this product is. I don't know if it's the fragrance in it, but my lips get so red, so puffy, so dry. If you've had a reaction to a lip product before, you know the struggle, i.e. the EOS lip balms. Oh my God, that was the worst reaction I've ever had to a lip product ever. When you have a reaction and you apply it, it makes it feel like you need to reapply right away. Your lips get so dry, they're so irritated, so you're like, oh my God, I need to like keep reapplying this. So it's this cycle where you keep reapplying, and your lips just end up getting like more chapped, more inflamed, more aggravated. That is exactly what happened to me with the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I couldn't do it anymore. I could not do it. Do I think it's cute? Do I think it's aesthetic? Do I want to love it? Yes. It just doesn't work for me. It's overhyped. Okay, moving on to the Paula's Choice 2% BHA exfoliator. I don't know what makes this so much different to other 2% BHAs on the market, but it is phenomenal. Yes, it's on the pricier side every time. Yes, it's on the pricier side. There are definitely more affordable options if this is not in your budget, but my God, this formula is so good. If you want something which is going to clear out your pores, help with your acne, but not aggravate it, this is definitely a really good exfoliator option. I find as well the issue with a lot of BHA exfoliators on the market is they're so aggravating. Yes, I struggle with congestion and acne, but I also have really, really sensitive skin. So throwing a really strong BHA on it is just like literally throwing gasoline into a fire. My skin's just red and inflamed and aggravated. The Paula's Choice 2% BHA is really, really effective, but also still very calming on my skin. It doesn't cause any redness or irritation in my skin. It is so amazing. Every time I use this product, I can literally just feel my pores go like vacuum seal. I want to feel that moment every second of the day. This product is just right. Okay, last but certainly not least, for Overhyped products, we have the Dior Lip Glow Oil. I just think this is one of those products where it seems a lot better than it is. You know what I mean? Like you look at it and you think, God, this is gonna be beautiful. And then you apply it and you're just like, no, it's not. It's not beautiful. They advertise this as like a super high shine lip oil, but it is really not that at all. Also, it is so small for how much you pay. You barely get any product. And to get any sort of shine to the lips, you have to apply so much product. I am fully convinced that the beauty world is just like hypnotized by the tube and the packaging. And don't get me wrong, Dior lip products have done that to me before. They pull you in. They have this gravitational pull that cannot be explained. I get it. I've been there many a times with the Dior Glow Lip Oil. But then once I woke up out of the trance, I was like, this isn't even that good, especially for how much you pay. Get yourself a different lip oil. Trust me. Okay, guys, either way, that is it for today's episode. As always, be sure to let me know what latest beauty launches you're smashing or passing. And also let me know what beauty products mentioned you think are overhyped or just right. Be sure to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future episodes. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are, and I will see you in next week's episode. Bye, guys.